Hello, my name is Eric Nelson. I'm a Kroger online shopper, and I have worked for Kroger for 11 years here in Cincinnati. During COVID, the last single days that I've worked here, and my coworkers don't worry about the vaccine. They worry about getting infected, and they worry about getting sick, and yes, dying from this virus. I have congestional heart failure. I've had it for years. I live with that risk every day, but I have to work. Everybody needs to know the terrible choices essential workers like me face every day. Demands of the working on the front line of COVID, they're unreal. Nothing could compare me or prepare anyone else for this type of pressure. Since the pandemic began, the Kroger store that I work at has doubled, even tripled the business on many days. Kroger has made much money, and yet our Cincinnati stores still are unstaffed or understaffed. Kroger used to call us heroes, but we're not treated like heroes. Not only did they cut our hazard pay months ago, but they also cut hours in our stores, even on the busiest days ever. That's stunning. Fewer staffs dealing with more people in the middle of a pandemic is insane. Dealing with so many customers only increases the exposure of being infected and bringing the virus home to our families. That's our everyday reality. We've seen and heard about grocery workers getting sick and even dying. It makes no sense that Kroger and our elected officials are not doing more to protect us. My question to them is, how many of us need to get sick and die? How many? Protecting us protects you. With respect to the vaccine, I am glad CDC says grocery workers should be priority for the vaccine. It feels like a startling light to the end of the tunnel. And my coworkers and I are hoping that we finally get some type of relief. But we keep waiting to be vaccinated. How long do we have to wait? Because this virus isn't waiting. With all of the vaccine delays, I worry that grocery workers like me will not get the vaccine soon enough to stop people from getting sick and dying. Essential workers like me have sacrificed so much. We're not asking to be special treated. We're just asking to be protected. Companies like Kroger need to do more. Governor DeWine and other leaders have to do more to ensure the essential workers get free access to this vaccine. And our employers need to do the right thing. It's time for our elected leaders and our president to make the vaccination and hazard pay a priority for workers who put their lives at risk. Grocery workers like me are putting our health and our health of our families at risk. This pandemic is still real. We've earned hazard pay, and this health crisis continues. We shouldn't have to wait months to be vaccinated. Workers like me should not have to risk everything while Kroger and their wealthy shareholders risk nothing. We shouldn't have to face day-to-day risk with COVID exposure without hazard pay. We shouldn't have to put ourselves in danger when there's a vaccine out there for us. For the sake of my family, my coworkers' family, and your family. We are asking Kroger and our elected leaders to stop making excuses. They need to act now. So I wanted to add to what Mark said earlier about how Kroger's were making $2 billion and how they were treating their employees. On maybe one or two different occasions, they would give you $100 and 1,000 fuel points. Well, I mean, I understand the generosity, but you take away our hero pay. And in saying that, they give employees $1,000 fuel points. Well, some people catch the bus. So what are they going to do with that $1,000 fuel points? Absolutely nothing. So what they did was they gave us things that would generate money back into the store, which is kind of unfair to some of the employees because they would like to get the additional $2 or $4 on the hour to help them with working in a hazardous situation. Will also help them with helping their families. Some people have families where they have caught the virus and they have to take out additional funding for nurses and other aid to come to the house to take care of their family members because they have to work. I mean, Kroger's needs to step up and help those type of individuals who need the aid, this have people at home that they got to go to work instead of staying home helping their loved ones, and they're spending more money on the hour. I mean, it's just not fair. They need to step up. And in addition, before real quick, a lot of people have to also look at the fact that we work in the retail environment. We put food on the shelves. We put stock the groceries and everything, and people have to in their communities buy these type of things. If we are protected, we protect the food. If we're not protected and we don't protect the food, the virus is going to continue to spread in your community. I don't know who, when they buy their groceries, put their groceries in the garage, wash all their groceries off, and then bring it in the house. But people need to look at that. When the virus is on the product goes in the house. You have to be careful and protect the frontline workers. I'm sorry. Thank you.